Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Southwestern College for tonight's men's basketball game featuring the visiting team from the Cypress College Chargers and Chula, Southwestern College Jaguars. Fans, as a reminder of the spirit of sportsmanship, please help us create a positive game environment for everyone to enjoy. We thank you for your cooperation. Now, let's meet the starters for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Chargers, starting at guard is sophomore number 1, Zach Moritz. At forward is sophomore number 5, Michael Wright. At guard is sophomore number 10, Jack Rivera. At forward, a freshman number 15, Amon Zavahir. And finally for the Chargers tonight, starting at center, a freshman number 24, Moises Hernandez. The head coach for the Chargers is Andrew Al-Hadaf. His associate head coach is Jordan Fleck. And the assistant coaches are Alex Myers, Kenny Jones, and Nick Sausacio. And now, here's your starting lineup for your Southwestern College Jaguars. Starting at guard, a sophomore number 4, Derek Edmond. At forward, a freshman number 22, Aaron Owens. At center, a sophomore number 23, Todd Jones. At forward, a sophomore number 24, Christian Gamboa. And finally, for your Jaguars tonight, starting at guard, a freshman number 30, Trace Luce. The Jaguars are led by head coach Tyrone Shelley. His assistant coach is Dennis Murphy.
Hello and welcome to the Den on the campus of Southwestern College. It's the 0-1 Jaguars taking on the season opener for the Cypress Chargers. Go through the starting lineup for the home side, Southwestern College. Once again, it's going to be the same starting five as game one. 6'6" sophomore small forward wearing number 4, Derek Edmond. The freshman out of Bonita Vista High School, number 22, Aaron Owens. Number 23, providing the size in the middle, sophomore center at 6'10", Ty Jones. Christian Gamboa coming off a nice game, 13 points in game one, the sophomore small forward. And Trace Luce out of Houston. Chargers will control the tip. Zach Moritz, Michael Wright. Yeah, the shot clock and game clock were not in sync. Michael Wright, who had a great freshman season, averaged 13 points per game. Sophomore guard, Jack Rivera wearing number 10. Number 15, Amon Zavahir, the freshman forward. And number 24, Mo Hernandez. He's the biggest player on the floor for the Chargers, currently standing at 6'5". He's given up about 3 or 4 inches to Ty Jones in the middle. This is the season opener for the Chargers. Second game on the season for the Jaguars. Second home game after dropping their home opener to Irvine Valley. 76-72, good contest, back and forth, came down to the wire. Just Irvine Valley outlasted the Jaguars. One and done, defensive rebound for the Jags. Christian Gamboa, wide open 3 from straight away, and Gamboa sinks the first shot of the night. Jaguars up 3-0. Gamboa on the defense, guarding Wright. One-on-one, Wright tries to drive baseline, has the pass near side. And the Chargers tied up. That's Amon Zavahir. First team making their first bucket. This is Gamboa, guarded by Wright. Edmond on the drive, tries to split two defenders and is cut off by the big down low. In transition, Wright off the glass. And back-to-back buckets for the Chargers gives them a 5-3 lead. Luze guarded by Rivera. Rivera returns for his sophomore season. Michael Wright and Rivera, both returners for the Chargers. Luze in the corner, and Luze stops himself in the corner, stepped on the sideline. Rivera on the drive. Oh, that's Moritz high off the glass. Rebound Wright. Offensive rebound Wright. Wright tried to go back up. No foul called. 2-on-1 over the top. Luze. Edmond to Luze. The nice assist by Edmond. First bucket by Luze. 5-5 ball game. This is Zavahir near side. Picked up his dribble. Owens deflected it. Zavahir regains control. Clears it out to Michael Wright. He'll reset on top. 2.5 minutes into this one. We have a 5-5 ball game. 7 on the shot clock. Wright drives, hangs, and Wright creates the contact on the shot. He'll head the line to shoot two. They call it on Owens. That is the first foul on the night, as Michael Wright was a 73% free throw shooter his freshman year last year with the Chargers. This will be the first free throw attempt of tonight's game. Once again, coming to you from the campus of Southwestern College here at the Den. It's the Cypress Chargers and the Southwestern Jaguars here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. I'm Bo Furtick bringing you tonight's action. Pablo Espinal, the producer and cameraman for tonight's game. Wright hits his first free throw. Jaguars survived that first half last week. They scored 32 points in that first half. 15 of those 32 points were from the free throw line. They struggled in that first half shooting under 30% from the field, as Wright is 2 for 2 from the line. He leads all scorers with 4. Jaguars back with the lead, 7-5. Luze on the drive, has Owens. Owens to Gamboa, one extra pass to Luze, open look. Weak side rebound, Gamboa. Edmond for 3. Too strong on the shot. Rebound by Hernandez. Mo Hernandez, his first rebound for the Chargers. Moritz over to Rivera. Save here, back to Rivera. Ooh, tough pull-up jumper. Faded away from the baseline. 3-on-2 opportunity for the Jaguars. And a foul on the ball by Moritz. You can see right here. Like to see better spacing on the attack and the 3-on-2 opportunity for the Jaguars. They'll take the ball out from under their basket. This is Derek Edmond coming off his 30-game performance. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, and Edmond picks up where he left off. His first basket of the night. Nice looking shot from number 4. And the baseline drive turned the corner on Aaron Owens. That will be his second personal foul. The freshman out of Bonita Vista. Played across the street as a Baron. Aaron Owens with 2 quick fouls will head to the bench. First substitution, Keone Henson, who didn't see no playing time in that opening game, will be the first guy off the bench tonight for the Jaguars. Hernandez too hot to handle inside the lane. Zavahir from deep. And Zavahir knocks it down for 3. Zavahir, 2 triples on the night. Chargers with 3 field goals, 2 of them coming from beyond the arc, and the shooting hand of Zavahir Luze. Same spot as last shot. That one in and out. And Jaguars with the rebound, maintain possession under their basket. This is Ethan Contreras going to bring the ball up the floor. 4.5 minutes into this contest. Chargers up 3. Zavahir lost the ball initially, guarded by Henson. This is Michael Wright, guarded by Gamboa. Wright will pull up from deep. Tough shot, good defense by Gamboa. Edmond in transition. Luze penetrates. Luze's blocked by Rivera. Contreras in open floor finds Rivera after the block. Rivera short on the shot. Strong rebound by Michael Wright. Wright goes up with the strong offensive board. Everyone watching. And Wright now with 6. 6 points for Wright, 6 points for Zavahir. The only point scorer for the Chargers, and we have a hand check on top. That one will be on Ethan Contreras, his first personal. Luze will take a breather. Replacing him is Manny Barnett out of Lincoln High School. Barnett had 2 triples in that home opener against Irvine Valley. Well, they're actually going to call the foul on Mo Hernandez. Edmonds on the inbound pass, finds Jones down low, no foul call. They're going to say Isaiah Valenzuela blocked that cleanly. I don't know how. Valenzuela's given like 5 or 6 inches on Ty Jones. Looks like a much different officiated game from the season opener. Nice dish down low from Wright to Hernandez. Wright with the assist. Hernandez with the finish, his first basket. And Chargers with their largest lead, up 7, doubling the score of the Jaguars. Keone Henson, Ty Jones on top. Edmond is trying to work his guy in the box. Edmond is getting doubled. They were bracketing Edmonds on the box with Valenzuela and Hernandez. 7 on the shot clock. This is Manny Barnett. Edmond for 3. Fouled on the shot. Count the basket and 1. Derek Edmond will go to the line to complete the 4-point play. He has 5. Cuts the deficit to 4. Adam Chenzi is going to come in and replace Ty Jones. Chenzi, the freshman power forward, standing at 6'6" out of Eastlake High School. And Benjamin Vandenberg for the Chargers comes in and replaces Mo Hernandez. Hernandez heads to the bench with a bucket. Much needed shot for the Jaguars. Edmond was great from the line as well. Fresh off his 30-point performance. He has 6 of the 11 for the Jaguars. 13:40 and counting here in the first half on the campus of Southwestern College. Edmond pokes that one away off the referee and says, "That's our ball." I don't know how, and Ethan Contreras wasn't allowed to plead his case. Turnover created by the great hands of Derek Edmond, the magician. Jaguars down 3. After being down 7, completing the 4-point play, Gamboa hangs in the lane and finishes. Christian Gamboa now with 5 of the 13. Jaguars down 1. Barnett pokes that one away from Lincoln Dean. And the Jaguars' hands doing a great job not allowing the ball handlers to get easy looks and free passes. As Zach Moritz checks back in, he replaces Contreras. Moritz started tonight's contest. Contreras, after a couple minutes, gets a good breather. Coming up on the 13-minute mark here in the first half. Jaguars were chasing by as much as 7 on a 6-0 run. Tough jumper in the lane, elevates. Michael Wright somehow gets it back. Wright can't finish. And off of Vandenberg, go to the Jaguars. Michael Wright, big body down low, is giving Jaguars difficulties. We saw Mason Bowers last week against Irvine Valley giving them difficulties. Looks like Michael Wright's going to be that same player. Jaguars on a 6-0 run. 12:30 here in the first half. And that one too hot to handle for Derek Edmond. Looked like he was almost trying to make a move before he had control of the ball. This is Dean to Moritz. Moritz guarded by Gamboa. Moritz just loses his footing. Kept the dribble, so no travel was called. Michael Wright from deep. Tracked down by Valenzuela. Moritz hesitates. The runner. And that ball was blocked. Somehow Vandenberg comes up with it. I don't know how. Coach Shelley's beside himself right now. Goes through 2 Jaguar players to get to a Charger. Vandenberg, his first basket, sends the lead back to 3. There's a few times last week where it seemed like the Jaguars had control and possession and just somehow gave it back to their opponent. That's a travel by Derek Edmond. Edmond trying to go 1-on-2. Doing a little too much right there. Gets called for the traveling violation. 4 players in the box score for the Chargers. 3 players in the box score for the Jaguars. Edmond with 6, Gamboa with 5, Luze with a bucket. Moritz poked behind by Gamboa. Knocks it out of bounds under the Chargers basket. Michael Wright with a half a dozen, along with Aman Zavahir, Mo Hernandez, and Ben Vandenberg, each with a bucket as well. Vandenberg will take a breather. Replacing him, Mason Johnson. Johnson getting his first look here today. Johnson down low to Wright. Wright can't finish with the left. Gamboa can't get the rebound. Loose ball. Little extracurricular activity. You can see Coach Shelley on the floor like, not today. We don't do that here. Shelley making his voice heard. Michael Wright taking a breather, along with Isaiah Valenzuela. Wright heads to the bench with half a dozen. Rivera checks back in, along with Mo Hernandez for the Chargers. Keone Henson, Christian Gamboa, Manny Barnett, Derek Edmond, and Adam Chemsey on the floor for the Jaguars. 11:20 and counting here in the first half. Barnett, his first 3, misses everything. Forced that one. Sometimes as a shooter, if you haven't gotten a shot off, you can force a shot, and looks like Barnett did that right there. Just rushed into that one. Moritz gets doubled. That's like a travel almost. That definitely wasn't a jump spot. He had both feet patter the floor. It's a great place to trap. Derek Edmond, Rivera bails the guard, Mason Johnson, out. Rivera spin moves. Oh, that's horrible. That's such a tough call. You play such great defense up to that point, and the guy trips over himself. Great defense by Derek Edmond. That is only his first personal. That is the Jaguars' 3rd team foul. Chargers along as well with 3 team fouls. Zava here checks back in. Aman Zava here, the only player to make a field goal from beyond the arc for the Chargers. He has a pair of 3s. Alfredo De La Mora checks in for the first time tonight. De La Mora out of San Isidro replaces Henson after a couple minutes. Now under 11 minutes remaining here in the first half. Johnson, no travel call. Jaguars won it. Johnson on the drive, cut off by Chemsey. Zava here, guarded by De La Mora. Elevates in the lane, and Zava here, his third field goal of the night, leads all scorers with 8. Sends the lead back to 5. Derek Edmond gives it up. Derek Edmond and Christian Gamboa, the only players who haven't been substituted for here tonight by the Jaguars. Oh, tough runner with the left for Edmond. Chemsey over the top and knocks it out of bounds. Back-to-back difficult shots for the Jaguars. A runner with an offhand for Derek Edmond. That was more like a horse shot than an actually in-game shot. Jaguars scored 32 in the first half of last week's game. We're at the halfway mark. They only have 13. Foul on the ball. Adam Chemsey will get called. His first personal, 4th team foul on the Jaguars. When things aren't going well on the offensive side for the Jaguars, they tend to rely on their defense, and especially this half-court pressure. Hernandez on the inbound pass. This is Moritz, and Jaguars will fall back. Looks like they're going to fall back in a 2-3 zone. You don't see the Jaguars in zone defense often. Every once in a while, Shelley will drop into it. Nice pickup by Chemsey. Johnson from straight away, and Johnson sinks it, nothing but net. His first field goal of the night. Chargers back up 8. Gamboa's cut off by Zava here. Picks up his dribble. Chargers playing man-to-man defense. Johnson guarding De La Mora. De La Mora to the corner. Off-ball pick to Barnett. Barnett, short shot. Chemsey tracks it down, saves it under the basket. They're going to say the shot didn't hit the rim, so they reset the shot clock. They were not supposed to reset the shot clock, so the referee blew the whistle. 6 seconds on the shot clock. De La Mora, Barnett's going to have to pull the trigger, and it's stolen by Johnson. Oh, they're going to say the Chargers didn't have possession right there. I think the Chargers... in that situation, I think the Chargers had possession, so it should have been out on the Chargers. The referees are saying the Chargers didn't have possession long enough, and therefore shot clock violation is called. Johnson somehow gets it back after the deflection from Gamboa on the inbound pass. Moritz, Rivera looking for his first 3, and back-to-back threes for the Chargers. They have their largest lead, up 11. Rivera, after the 3, gets the steal. That was a travel. No, they missed the travel call. That's crazy work right there. The steal by Rivera, great job. Look at this. It's like 3.5 steps, guys. Come on. You can see Shelley at the top. Yeah, it's not that Shelley likes to do the Magarena. He was telling the referees that was a travel. We got a new instant replay, so let's try this out again. Let's replay this. So great anticipation. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it was okay. We don't need to play it that much more. I love the fact that we have the reverse and forward option. We're definitely working that out. And excuse us for at the beginning of the game we were working through some kinks. And so are the Jaguars. Unfortunately, only 13 points scored in about 11.5 minutes of play. It's really the strong shooting of the Chargers. Jaguars are playing good defense. Jaguars have 6 team fouls. Chargers have 3 team fouls. Let's go through the scoring. Mason Johnson with a 3. Jack Rivera with a 3. Aman Zavahir with a pair of 3s. He leads all scorers with 8. Michael Wright has half a dozen. Mo Hernandez and Ben Vandenberg of the Chargers each have a bucket. And on the other side for the Jaguars, man, it seems like they've been at 13 for a while. It was 14-13. So Chargers, come find out, 12-0 run. So it's Edmond with a half a dozen, Gambo with a handful of points. He has 5, and Trace Luze with a bucket. He has 2. Rivera. I'm going to say the basket was good for Rivera after the travel. Rivera averaged 7 points per game as a freshman guard for the Chargers. He's at half a dozen. Largest lead, 27-13 for the Chargers. Chemsey reverse lay-in, too strong. Jaguars need to get something going on the offensive side. Usually that comes from turnovers on the defensive side if they struggle offensively. Tough turnaround jumper for Rivera. Nice defense by the Jaguars. Luze near side. Chargers drop in a 2-3 zone. Owens, tough shot, and another foul on a 3 attempt. Oh, man. It's always telling from a coach who has the play right in front of him whether that foul was on a player or it was a phantom call. And you can see the coach at the top of your screen talking to the referee. Owens short on the shot. Andrew Al-Hadif in his 11th season as head coach. Definitely testing the lines with the referee on the far side. Derek Edmond checks back in after a short breather, replacing Adam Chemsey. Coach Al-Hadif. Actually, that's not even the head coach. That's the assistant going at it. Owens goes 2 of 3 from the line, cuts the deficit to a dozen. Moritz crosses the half-court line. Zava here to Moritz, guarded by Luze. Luze, Moritz gets inside. Yeah, thank you. What took so long? That's great on-ball defense. That's the second time we've seen a Jaguar ball handler fall to the floor. Thankfully, first time we've got the travel violation. Dipping under 7:30 remaining. Luze on the drive. Can't split 3 defenders. Looked like he got checked across the face on that pass. And in transition, Moritz throws that one away. Looks like Aman Zavahir dug himself in that corner with little to no space. No passing lane. Moritz is trying to show his hands like Zavahir should have been here, but he was there. And Moritz is going to take a quick breather after that turnover, replaced by Ethan Contreras. Luze on top, now under 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. Edmond, cross-court pass, deflected by Wright to Luze. Luze out of control. Contreras is doubled. Chargers got to call a timeout. Yeah, that's... And Chargers timeout. We will take a break here as well on the Cali Photo Sports Network. It's Chargers 27, Jaguars 15. Thank you for staying with us here on the Cali Photo Sports Network, coming to you from Southwestern College in the Den. Chargers up a dozen. They led by as much as 14. Went on a 12-0 run after the Jaguars cut it to 1. Jaguars were down 14-7. They went on a 6-0 run to get it to 14-13. Then the Chargers went on a 12-0 run to make it 26-13. And Chargers just scoring at will right now. Mo Hernandez, his second bucket of the night. He has 4. Chargers back with their largest lead, up 14. Edmond having difficulty on the offensive side. Luze on the way up. He'll head to line to shoot 2. See right here. Every time Edmond gets inside that three-point line, they are doubling him. I think after Edmond dropped 30 the other night, he's going to be defended like that throughout the season, as most teams are going to say, hey, we know you could drop 25, 30. We're going to have someone else beat us. Luze misses his first attempt. He had a bucket earlier in the game. Last 3 points for the Jaguars have come from the free throw line. As Luze goes 1 of 2, cuts the deficit back to 13. 6 minutes and some change remaining here in the first half. Nice double. Contreras gets rid of it in time. Zava here guarded by Edmond. Zava here uses Aaron Owens. Uses his own player as a screen, and Edmond runs into Owens. Zava here now has 10, first one to double digits. And poked out of bounds. They're going to say off the knee of Aaron Owens. Michael Wright gets called for the travel. Good on-ball defense by Luze and Gamboa. Actually, that was more Gamboa right there. Manny Barnett checks back in. If the Jaguars are going to get back into this one, they're going to need Manny Barnett and their shooters to start scoring some buckets. Yeah, you can see the miscommunication on the far side by Barnett and Owens. Owens is driving. Barnett is staying. Yeah, that's tough. Just no spacing on that far side. Let me see if we could. You can see right here, just no spacing. Wasn't sure if they were going to hand it off or not. And then the cheap foul by Gamboa to slow the charge now with 17 fouls. Wright is now 3 of 3 from the line. He was a 73% free throw shooter as a freshman last year for the Chargers. Michael Wright also with a couple strong rebounds today. He's now 4 of 4 from the line, second on the team with 8. Chargers leading scorer is Aman Zavahir with 10. Now coming up on 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Barnett to Luze. Chargers, great half-court defense. They are not allowing the Jaguars to get any easy looks inside the 3. Gamboa is going to have to shoot it off the mark. Long rebound, Barnett. Luze pull-up jumper from the elbows, good. Luze now with 5 points. Jaguars with their first field goal probably within the last 5 or 6 minutes. Luze guarding Contreras. Hernandez turns the corner on the baseline. Hernandez gets inside and is fouled on the way up. Gets Aaron Owens caught out of position. You got to get your hands straight up. Chargers have been exceptional both on the offensive and defensive side here today. They're creating on offense, whether it's open shots from the perimeter or working down low. Hernandez, that one rims in and out. Adam Chemsey checks back in, replaces Aaron Owens, and Mason Johnson back in, replacing Aman Zavahir. Zavahir heads to the bench, leading all scorers with 10. Mo Hernandez has 2 field goals here in this first half, and 1 of 2 from the line give him a handful of points. Chargers now with their largest lead, up 16. Edmond trying to work down right, is doubled. Cross-court pass to Gamboa for 3. Gamboa strong on the shot, misses everything. Jaguars just not shooting well here today. Jaguars offensively or defensively, Chargers just seem to be a step ahead or step quicker. .15 on the shot clock. Wide open, Mason Johnson. Once again, another wide open look for the Chargers. And an offensive rebound by Hernandez. That one stripped away by Gamboa. Luze in transition, can't finish with the left. Chemsey, great effort by Adam Chemsey, the freshman power forward in transition, getting that offensive rebound, working in that play. He was way behind that play. He was the trailer. Sometimes you'll see guys, well, you know, my guard has the ball inside the lane. I'll just stay right here for the opponent to get back on offense and me get back on defense. But nope, Chemsey attacked the rim, attacked the board, and got the offensive rebound, kept the ball alive for the Jaguars. Those little things will get the Jaguars back into this game. Barnett, the tough runner, floating to his left. That's a tough shot for Barnett. That's a tough shot for any guard. Rivera on the crossover. Gets it to Wright. Wright, another difficult foul on the ball as well. Wright, he's not driving. There's no threat. He's doubled. Keone Henson will come back in, replacing Christian Gamboa. Michael Wright on the 1-and-1 is good on his first attempt. Wright has had a solid game here tonight. On the offensive, defensive side of the ball, side of the court. At free throws, he's hasn't missed. Not even, I was going to say, not even a broadcaster's drinks could mess him up, but sorry, Michael Wright had nothing to do with that shot. It had everything to do with that broadcaster's jinx. Nonetheless, Chargers up 17. That's a much better take and a much better look by Barnett. No floating, straight to the basket. One dribble up, very nice by Barnett. And the blocking foul under the basket.
Foul on the Jaguars, number 2, MJ Rivera. His first personal foul and the 10th team foul on the Jaguars.
10th team foul on the Jaguars. Michael Wright will head to the line to shoot his 7th free throw attempt. He's missed his last missed his last 2 free throw attempts. And we have a timeout on the floor by the Jaguars. We'll take a break here as well on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Be back with first half action.
A 30-second timeout.
Back with you here on the campus of Southwestern College, inside the den. Jaguars having a difficult first half. It's been all Chargers. Jaguars were down 14-13. Jaguars went on a 12-0 run and haven't looked back since. Edmond penetrates. Nice move by Derek Edmond. The finger roll scoop. His first basket in a while. Jaguars starting to get easier looks at the basket. Something they were having difficulties with. Edmond pokes that one away. Still 20 on the shot clock. Edmond leads all Jaguars scorers with 8. Isaiah Valenzuela checks in for Mason Johnson. And Mo Hernandez takes a breather. Jaden Cox comes in for the first time tonight. Jaden Cox, big body down low. Chemsey's going to be guarding Cox, and vice versa. Dean stops his dribble. The back cut by Wright. Wright tries to throw it down with two hands, loses it on the way up. Green in transition. Blocking foul by Rivera. Great job by A.J. Green. He will head to line as the Jaguars are now in the bonus. Ethan Contreras checks back in. A lot of substitutions for the Jaguars. They're staying fresh. Adrian Green on the 1-and-1. Off the back iron. Poked out to Moritz. And Green on the foul. It's just been that kind of first half for the Jaguars. Green misses. Great box out. And Green on the reach. Not only did he miss the free throw, but gets called for a cheap foul. Green knows it. A little frustration. Lincoln Dean will shoot 2 as the Chargers are now in the double bonus. Cameron Bellamy replaces A.J. Green. That's now 10 points for the Chargers coming from the free throw line. Tie their largest lead, up 16. Mason Grant gets some playing time here tonight for the first time. He'll be on the ball. Edmond guarded by Grant. Edmond turnaround jumper. Edmond back-to-back basket. And a turnover for the Chargers. Turnover by the Chargers created by the Jaguars. Derek Edmond, first one to double digits for the Jaguars. They can get this back within single digits. Bellamy to Edmond, comes to the ball, and that one rims out. Barnett is fouled on the way up, and Manny Barnett will head to line to shoot 2. Foul was on Jaden Cox. Manny Barnett had a pair of threes last week against Irvine Valley. He has a basket in this one. The Jaguars struggling to find points. Mo Hernandez checks back in, replacing Jaden Cox. Gosh, Jaden Cox is a big boy. They have him at 6'8". Kind of reminds me of Paris Smith, old center for the Jaguars out of Oceanside. Offensive rebound. See if Henson can finish. Henson misses from point-blank range. Dipping under a minute remaining here in this first half. Chargers can get a 2-for-1. They don't mind getting this clock down right with the hook shot. 5 or 6 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Bellamy crosses over. Good defense on ball by Ethan Contreras. Bellamy wants to clear out, go one-on-one. Chargers won't let that happen. They've been great here today with the help defense. 8 on the shot clock. Edmond gets inside, tough shot on the runner. Misses the rim. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Okay, yeah, I couldn't get to it, but so it should have been a shot clock violation. You can see the coaches at the top of your screen just beside themselves. The shot was off the glass. It didn't touch rim. It was nowhere near the rim. And so the Chargers think it should be their ball. But shot clock is off. 6.5 seconds remaining in the first half. Edmond pump fakes. Edmond, tough shot. That one misses everything. That will end first half. Cypress 38, Jaguars 24. That will end first half action here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Cypress Chargers 38, Southwestern Jaguars 24. We're going to head into halftime break. Be back with you on the other side. second half action here on the campus of Southwestern College. It's the Cypress Jaguars with a 14-point lead, 38-24. Heading into the second half, let's get through the scores. Start with the home side. The Southwestern Jaguars leading all scorers. Derek Edmond had 10. Manny Barnett with a bucket. He had a deuce. Aaron Owens went 2 of 3 from the line. He has 2 in the first half. Christian Gamboa with a handful of points off of 2 field goals. The first shot of the game for the Jaguars went down, and they've struggled since. Jaguars are 9 of 26 from the field, 2 of 11 from three-point line, and getting out-rebounded 20-19. So it's been fairly even on the glass. Jaguars 4 of 9 from the free throw line in that first half. Cypress was 10 of 13 from the free throw line. And nice half-court defense by the Jaguars. Michael Wright was 6 of 8 in that first half from the free throw line. Jaguars need to get something going on offense. The turnover from the hands of Moritz pokes it away. Zavahir in transition down on the box. Weak side rebound. And Chemsey on the foul. Ethan Contreras. That was just... They're actually going to say Mo Hernandez was fouled on the shot. Hernandez was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. No, they're going to say it's on the floor. Zavahir will take it from under his own basket, right down low. Nice block, but Wright gets his rebound back. Michael Wright didn't get any rest in that first half. Played all 20 minutes. Now leads all scorers with a dozen. This is Barnett. Jump stop. Barnett's blocked by Hernandez. First block by Hernandez. The 6'6" freshman forward. Rivera had a 3 in that first half. Weak side rebound, Edmond. Derek Edmond, open look, and Edmond knocks down the tray. Derek Edmond's second 3 of the night. He has 13. And the half-court defense creating the turnover. Jaguars now with a little life. This game is 2 halves. The first half for the Jaguars is a half they want to forget. And they're starting off the second half much stronger than they did the first half. We'll take a quick break here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Thank you for staying with us. Let's go through those first half stats once again for the Chargers. In that first half, they shot 11 of 25 from the field, 44% field goal percentage, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc, and 10 of 13 from the free throw line. For the Jaguars, they shot 9 of 26, which is about 1 out of every 3, about 34%, 2 of 11 from beyond the arc. Once again, just shots not falling from 3. Edmond, baseline drive, finds Henson down low, under, can't go up with it, gets it to Luze. Pull-up jumper, weak side rebound by Chemsey. Chemsey on the way up, basket is good. Derek Adam Chemsey out of Eastlake. Adam Chemsey out of Eastlake High School with the finish. He'll head to the line to complete the three-point play. Chemsey completes the three-point play. Jaguars outscoring Cypress in these first 2 minutes, 5-2. Scratch that, 6-2. Chemsey's first points of the night. Jaguars can get this within single digits before the 15-minute mark. We got a wide open ball game. Anything can happen. Cypress doesn't look as sharp as they did in the first half, and they're going to say Hernandez was fouled. Looked like he's just lost his footing. They're going to say see if we could still didn't look like it was much. Mo Hernandez was 1 of 2 from the free throw line in that first half. He had 5 points. Nice looking shot from the charity stripe from the 6'6" freshman center. Chargers provide good size with Hernandez, Savahir, and Wright. Hernandez now with 7 points on the night. Chargers back with the lead by a dozen. Luze near side to Barnett. Barnett short on the 3. Rebound Chemsey. Chemsey doing a great job on the boards here today. Henson down low. The assist from Luze. Henson's first basket. They cut the deficit back to 10. Turnover Jaguars. Barnett for 3. Weak side rebound Chemsey. Chemsey's blocked. Oh, nice look down low. Hernandez in transition. And after the quick basket, Chargers will call a timeout, and we'll take a break here as well on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Be back in 30 seconds. Back with you here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. I'm Bo Ferdig, alongside Pablo Espinal, who is the executive producer, creator, and cameraman for the Cali Photo Sports Network. Jaguars down a dozen. They brought it down to 10. They've been trailing by as much as 16. It's been a much better start to the second half than the first half for the Jaguars. So Luze on top, looking to free up Barnett. No shot. They're going to say a foul was on the Chargers by Lincoln Dean. Once again out of the timeout. Shelley is so good drawing up the X's and O's, freeing up his shooter. We saw that last week, freeing up Barnett. And you just talk about the luck here tonight. Barnett hits a 3, but the Chargers get charged with a foul before the shot goes up. And we have a foul on Adam Chemsey on the screen. Let's see right here. Chemsey's on the top on the elbow. Oh, yeah, he was moving. That's tough. You got to set your feet. You got to get there before, and you can see Coach Shelley on the top of your screen saying you got to set your feet. Chemsey jumped into that screen rather than setting himself. Chargers are going to clear out. Lincoln Dean's going to bring the ball up the floor. Guarded by Barnett. Southwestern dropped into a zone defense at the end of that first half. They're back in their bread and butter man-to-man defense. Dean off the pick. Gets it to the Mike Wright on the roll, and Wright will head to line to shoot two. Gamboa got there a half step late.
Foul on the Jaguars, number 24, Christian Gamboa. His third personal foul on 14th on the Jaguars.
Michael Wright in that first half from the line was 6 of 8. He currently leads all scorers with a dozen points. Now make it 7 of 9. Michael Wright last year was 73% from the free throw line, averaged 13 points per game, and shot almost 50% from the field. It's now 14 points, leading all scores. Cypress was up by 14 at the half, 38-24. They're up by 14 now, 46-32. Luze can't turn the corner. Strong rebound and good defense by Michael Wright. Luze on the ball, guarding Ethan Contreras. Michael Wright wanted the ball, didn't get it. Zava here on the drive, can't finish. Rebound Hernandez. Hernandez gets a defender in the air and is fouled on the way up. Hernandez, great job using his body and pivot foot. And Henson gets charged with his third personal foul. That is the 5th team foul. 4.5 minutes into the second half for the Jaguars. Mo Hernandez long on his first attempt. A.J. Green checks in for the first time here in the second half. He replaces Trace Luze. Luze out of Houston, Texas. Had 5 points in that first half. Hernandez goes 0 of 2 from the line. And it will remain Chargers ball. Gosh, it's just one of those nights. It's just one of those nights for Southwestern. It was definitely off the Jaguars right there. 2 Jaguars had their hands on it. It fell out of bounds. 10 on the shot clock. Tough pass from Hernandez down low to Dean. Good on-ball pressure by Barnett. Henson will step into this three. Not Henson's shot. One and done. Chargers the other way. Hernandez inside. Hernandez with the scoop. In and out. One and done for the Chargers. Edmond in transition. Finds Barnett. Nice closeout by Zava here. You can see the closeout by number 15. Just altering the shot of Barnett, not giving him an easy look. Henson heads to the bench, replacing him, Ty Jones. Jones got the start here tonight. Barnett working through some screens. Hernandez finds Zava here. Zava here to Dean. Back to Zava here. Hernandez will reset. 8 on the shot clock. Michael Wright. And Wright, mid-range game is strong. Wright has done a little bit of everything here tonight. Leads all scorers with 16. High off the glass. Weak side rebound. Gamboa. Gamboa goes up. Misses inside the lane. Chargers back with their largest lead, up 16, have a 3-on-2 opportunity. Zava here has 2 threes. Make that 3. He knew what he wanted. Step back and 3 trays for Zava here. Chargers with their largest lead, up 19. A full court timeout. Or actually, it's going to be a 30-second timeout, we'll say here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. So it's been Zava here, that was his first 3 here in the second half. He has 3 on the night, give him 13 total on the game. And then Michael Wright has 16, so was that 29 of the 51 points coming from Amon Zavahir and Michael Wright. Zavahir with 13, Wright with 16. Jaguars started the half off strong and just, once again, just haven't been able to put consecutive possessions together on the offensive side. Aaron Owens will take the ball out on the far side. Owens, Green, Edmond, Barnett, and Ty Jones in for the Southwestern Jaguars. Edmond, off ball pick near side, short on the shot. Rebound, Contreras. Contreras is doubled initially, finds an outlet, Zava here. Oh no, that's Johnson off the bench. Poked away by Owens. Barnett in transition. Jaguars need a 3, and Barnett gives it to him. Manny Barnett, his first 3 give him 5 on the night. Dean will look to respond, and Dean responds with his own 3. Lincoln Dean now with 5. His first field goal. Under 13 minutes remaining in regulation. A.J. Green near side, guarded by Dean, picked up his dribble. Barnett from downtown. That was from deep, short on the shot. This is Johnson in the open floor, finds a cutter and Wright. Johnson with the assist, Wright with the finish, and the Chargers with their largest lead up 21. Wright now has 18 on the night, leading all scores. And Edmond, 2 threes for him here in the second half. Leads all Jaguars scores with 16, coming off a 30-point game in the home opener against Irvine Valley. Down low, Wright, back-to-back-to-back buckets. He has 20, leading all scores. Barnett picks up his dribble, cross-court pass to Edmond, long 3 for Edmond. And right now there's no offense for the Jaguars. They have gone stagnant. Jaguars playing good half-court defense, including right there, A.J. Green. Yeah, that should be a flagrant. There's no flagrant. There's no defender. I mean, that's a classic case. No defender between the ball handler and the basket. Shelley, you can see Shelley trying to make his case. You can see it right here. I mean, you can see Shelley throw up the flagrant. That's an easy call. That is crazy work right there. Yeah, Shelley, Shelley, you're right. Coach Shelley in his 4th year, you're 100% right. That's crazy that they didn't give him the flagrant right there. That's one of the easiest calls. It was in front of the official. Once again, just Jaguars just getting stuck with the short straw. Aaron Owens off the glass. Gamboa cleans it up. Gamboa now has 7, his first field goal in the second half. 5 team fouls for the Jaguars, 3 team fouls for the Chargers. Johnson finds Wright on the box. Wright, too much English. Wright goes up. Owens with the block. Jaguars are going to need to string together some offensive possessions. Owens is fouled on the way up. In transition, Gamboa, nice look. Johnson was just a little too late to Owens. As a second personal foul for Mason Johnson. Aaron Owens has a pair of points tonight, both of those coming from the free throw line. He was fouled on a three-point attempt. It's now 3 of 4. Substitution, Mo Hernandez checks back in, replacing Mason Johnson. If Owens can make this free throw, you would expect the Jaguars to press. Jaguars down 16. Yep, great job by Owens. Had the ball handler turn his back to him, poked it away from behind. Owens on the rebound. No foul called. Cross-court pass near side to Barnett. One extra pass to Green from straight away. Off the mark, rebound Hernandez. Just seems like when Jaguars get something going. And the Chargers one and done. Rebound by Barnett. A.J. Green in the open floor. Gets inside his double team. The Euro. And the hook. With the finesse. Derek Edmond. Now with 18. From straight away, Michael Wright can't get the shooter's roll. Rebound Edmond. Edmond turns the corner. Edmond now with 20 points. Back-to-back buckets by the sophomore small forward out of Victory Christian. Fresh off of a 30-point game, he now has 20, cuts the deficit to a dozen. How quickly things can change here in this sport of basketball. 9:31 remaining. Chargers' largest lead was 21. Right, it was it 56-35 was the score. Jaguars on a 11-2 run. Cut it back within a dozen. The start of the second half, Jaguars brought it all the way down to 10. And then the Chargers extended that 10-point lead to 14 to 18 to 21. And Jaguars, as I said, on a 11-2 run. Cut into this deficit. They're still down 12 with 9:31 remaining. Here on the Cali Photo Sports Network, I'm Bo Furtick. Alongside Pablo Espinal, the creator extraordinaire, executive producer, cameraman, and many other things. You can catch us broadcasting the season finale of Southwestern football this Saturday at 2 p.m. as the Jaguars finish their regular season against Chaffee at home. Jaguars football program won their first 6 games. They had their best ranking ever in program history. They jumped all the way to 4th best in the state of California. I think their best ranking nationally was, I think they got to 11 or 13. After winning their first 6, they lost their last 3. But the last 3 games were against top 10 opponents. Okay, so they will go to their benches. Once again, just catching you up on the football program. They won their first 6 games, lost their last 3 games against top 10 teams. And they will look to rebound and finish a strong season at home this weekend at 2 p.m. Kickoffs at 2 at DeVore Stadium on the campus of Southwestern College. We thought we would be covering more basketball games this year. We'll have to get back to you on that on a later date. But we know for sure we will not be covering Thursday's game or Saturday's game, as Saturday's game will be covering the football team. We have 2 officials at the box score right now going over the numbers. We did have a technical foul last week against Irvine Valley coaching staff, and I don't think this is the same situation as that, but I don't know what exactly they could be looking at right now. And they could possibly be looking at player. They could be looking at a lot of different things. Most likely a couple different things. Either player fouls or points. I don't know if one of the benches was questioning a point that was given or a point that was not given. Or they could be talking about personal fouls. Jaguars with 5 team fouls. Chargers with 4 team fouls. Jaguars have 3 timeouts left. Chargers have 2 timeouts left. 9:31 remaining in regulation. On the floor for the Jags, it is Aaron Owens, Derek Edmond, A.J. Green, Christian Gamboa, and Manny Barnett. On for the Chargers, it's Isaiah Valenzuela, Jack Rivera, Lincoln Dean, Mo Hernandez. Oh, and Rivera on the long pass is going to go straight up. Not what you want out of a timeout. Jaguars give up an easy bucket. Edmond to Barnett, and Barnett is fouled on the shot. That is the 3rd time the Chargers have fouled a 3-point shooter. They fouled Aaron Owens earlier in the game. They fouled Derek Edmond. And now they fouled Barnett. Barnett, his first free throw attempt in the second half. Barnett now with 6 points here in the second half. 3 from the line and a 3 earlier in this half. Cuts the deficit to 11. Jaguars have got it all the way down to 10 after being down 21. Cross-court pass is knocked out of bounds by Aaron Owens, the local product from Bonita Vista High School, right across the street. Moritz on the inbounds. He'll drive, hangs the scoop. Christian Gamboa with the rebound. Christian Gamboa in transition finds Edmond. Edmond for 3, short on the shot. Follows his shot, gets the rebound back, and then knocked out of bounds by Edmond. Gosh. You know, I know Edmond had an open look and they were in transition, but there's still a lot of time left. You would hope for a better looking shot in transition. Edmond was kind of fading. Didn't really go straight up on that shot in transition. Chargers break the press. Valenzuela pump fakes. Valenzuela cross-court pass to Rivera for 3, and Rivera finds nothing but the bottom of the net. Back-to-back buckets for Rivera. He has 11. Sends the lead back to 14, and we have a charge. Great job by Zach Moritz. Foul was on Edmond. Moritz is trapped, beats the double team, and gets it back, resets. 18 on the shot clock, and foul way away from the basket by A.J. Green. And to add insult to injury, that is the 7th team foul. So Chargers will be in a bonus here in the second half. Jaguars have had their opportunity to get back into this game. Zach Moritz out of Ontario. His first point of the night. Bellamy checks back in, replacing A.J. Green. A.J. Green out of Chicago, El Camino High School. Moritz goes 1 of 2 from the line. Lead is 15 for the Chargers. Bellamy, I'd like to see Bellamy a little bit more aggressive here. Down 15, they're bringing him in for his offense. Aaron Owens from the corner, strong on the shot. Valenzuela, cross-court pass, intercepted by Bellamy. Bellamy, 3-on-2, gets it to Gamboa. Gamboa gets blocked by the rim. Rivera in transition, finds Hernandez down low. And great transition defense by Aaron Owens, stripping that one away from Hernandez. Trace Luze will come in replacing Aaron Owens. Michael Wright will take the ball out after a breather from under his own basket. Tall pass, Hernandez down low, kicks it out to Moritz. Finds Wright, down low to Hernandez. Good ball movement by the Chargers. Unable to finish was Hernandez. Not a lot of spacing there. Great idea. Everything was good. Great back cut. It's a little too hot to handle for Luze from the pass of Edmond. Edmond leads all Jaguars scorers with 20, coming off a 30-point performance against Irvine Valley. And Truze had his hand on Moritz on the drive. He'll get called for the hand check, and Moritz will take his second trip to the charity stripe. Adam Chemsey replaces Derek Edmond. Chemsey has been strong on the glass here today for the Jaguars. Moritz good on his first attempt. This is the first game for the Cypress Chargers on the season. Second game for the Jaguars. Jaguars lost a tough one at home last week against Irvine Valley, a really good Irvine Valley team. 76-72. Moritz goes 1 of 2 from the line, 2 of 4 on the night. Bellamy cross-court pass. This is what you don't want to do as a guard. Get caught up in the air, fall down on a defender. When you get caught up in the air, it's never a good thing when you have the ball in your hands. You're either shooting it or hoping to not do that, unfortunately. And Jaguars, Adam Chemsey, great job, along with Trace Luze and Bellamy to create that 5-second call, creating the turnover. 7 and some change remaining in regulation. Jaguars going to need to go on a little run here to get back into this one. Chemsey on the box, guarded by Hernandez, kicks it to Luze. Luze with the baseline jumper. Trace Luze, first field goal here in the second half. He has 8. Scratch that, 7. Once again, the defenders of the Jaguars riding the ball handlers of the Chargers. Referees are doing a much more concerted effort of calling those. You have to adjust if you're the Jaguars. Dean is 2 of 2 from the line here today. Dean has a 3 here in the second half as well for his only field goal. Hernandez on the rebound. Hernandez, too strong off the glass, and the foul from behind on Wright. Wow, for as aggressive as Mike Wright is, that was only his first personal foul. Keone Henson getting more playing time tonight, replacing Christian Gamboa. Luze splitting two defenders is fouled on the dribble. They're going to say Rivera got caught for the reach. That is his fourth personal foul. Jaguars will now be in the bonus from here on out. Aman Zavahir comes in and replaces Rivera. Luze, 1 of 2 from the line here today. Just had his first bucket. Oh no, come on, Henson. We got to be better than that. What did he do? See if we could catch it. Oh, we got there too late. Darn it. All he did was put his hand on inside the key. They called it. Gosh. I mean, Jaguars just keep shooting themselves in the foot, unfortunately. Chargers up 15. Right on the box. He'll back down Chemsy. Nice defense by Chemsy. Strong rebound by Zavahir. Weak side intercepted by Luze. Luze one-on-one with Dean. And great defense by Dean. Wow. Just great open court defense. Great one-on-one defense. Yeah, you can't do that, Luze. You cannot lower your shoulder and run through a defender. Dipping under 6 minutes remaining in regulation. Zavahir guarded by Barnett. Zavahir likes this matchup. Great defense by Barnett. Ball thrown away. Intercepted by Dean. Dean gets a defender in the air, and Dean on the way up is fouled. Great effort on both sides of the ball by Lincoln Dean, getting it on the turnover, and will head to line to shoot 2. Chemsy's second personal foul. Double bonus for the Chargers. Tobias Oakley will see the court for the first time tonight, replacing Chemsy and Mujahid Rivera, another product out of Chicago. Him and Rivera are identical. Same stature, everything. The only difference is Mujahid Rivera has a face mask. I thought that was Chemsy because Chemsy was so aggressive on the glass. I actually thought that was Chemsy. I figured he got clipped or something in the face, but no, that was Mujahid Rivera. 2 products out of Chicago. Coach Shelley doing a great job, not only scouting locally, but nationally as well. Tres Luze out of Houston, Texas. Mujahid Rivera, A.J. Green out of Chicago, Illinois. Interception by Michael Wright. Tobias Oakley, number 15, out of Uganda. Lincoln Dean gets it to Hernandez. Hernandez on the box is fouled on the way up. Oakley just gets caught out of position. Great job stepping up. You just got to get your hands straight up. You could see his hands were over the head of Mo Hernandez, and all you have to do, if you have the ball under the basket, just go straight up. That's what Hernandez did, and because of it, he'll shoot 2. Off on the first attempt. Bellamy will head back to the bench, replacing him, Alfredo De La Mora. De La Mora out of San Isidro. Adam Chemsey, who we talked a lot about tonight, out of Eastlake. Barnett out of Lincoln. Aaron Owens from across the street at Bonita Vista. Christian Gamboa out of La Jolla. Derek Edmond, also across the street. But he attended Victory Christian. Edmond down low to Oakley, and the blocking foul is called. Nice movement. Nice dish to Oakley. Oakley will head to line to shoot 2. Both sides are now in the bonus. Chargers in the double bonus. That was a shooting foul, so Oakley will be shooting 2. The 6'8" freshman center out of Uganda. Had a couple points in the home opener last week. Has a good-looking shot from the free throw line just off the mark. Nice touch from a big man. You can see the rotation, almost like a shooter's rotation. Gets it in his fingertips. Great rotation. Just can't get the shooter's roll. They're going to say Hernandez. Oh, no. So Mo Hernandez is going to get called for a push from behind. So Oakley goes 0 of 2 from the line. Trace Luze will get an opportunity. This will be a 1-and-1. Luze good on his first attempt. Luze in the first half had 2 field goals and was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Here in the second half has 1 field goal and is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Oakley with the rebound, the jump ball. Possession arrow will stay here for the Jaguars. Luze now with 8. Hernandez is replaced by Mason Johnson. So you have Mason Johnson and Lincoln Dean out of Cabrillo High School in Long Beach on the same floor. On the floor at the same time, I guess I should say. Jaguars down 16. Barnett guarded by Dean. Step back wasn't there. Nice on-ball defense by Lincoln Dean. Good defense by Dean. Tough shot by Barnett. And a foul under the basket by Oakley. Chargers have great size, length, and athleticism. And when I say size, it's more of the length from like Mason Johnson, who's standing at 6'6", or Michael Wright, who is standing at 6'5", 6'6", big body. Even Aman Zavahir stands at 6'4", 6'5", their guard/forward. He's actually their shooting guard. They have him as their forward, but he shoots the 3 better than anyone else. Leads the team with 3 trays tonight. And good athleticism as well. Reminds me a little bit of the Southwestern team from last year. Good size and length, which obviously leads into good half-court defense, you know, getting the loose balls. It helps when you're deficient in other aspects. And the Chargers have just played really good basketball here tonight. Southwestern, not so much. It's one of those, do you tip your cap to the Chargers because they played so well, or is it more of Southwestern playing poorly? I would say it's a little bit of both, definitely. You know, in the 2 games that have been played, Irvine presented some problems, but I would say the Cypress team is probably a little bit better, a little bit more deeper than Irvine Valley. Definitely more athletic, better on-ball defense. And the Jaguars, it's just little things like that. When they're on a break or something, looks like something good is going to happen, it just goes the Chargers' way. Chargers up 19. Biggest lead was 21. You can't say the Jaguars are quitting, though. They are playing to the final minute, final second. Bellamy on the runner, long on the shot, scoops up. Edmond, ooh. Edmond with the finish. A little Jordan-esque with the split legs. He has 22, leading all Jaguars scores. Michael Wright down low on the box. Nice defense by Oakwee. 3 minutes and some change remaining. Edmond to the cup. Edmond will head to line to shoot two. Edmond can go coast to coast. You don't pick up the ball. Chargers just a little lazy on defense right there. You could have called the way that ball was hit out of bounds by the Chargers. We have some conversation going between the coaches of Southwestern and Cypress. I think Coach Shelley is just trying to blow some fumes right now. He's definitely frustrated. There have been some interesting calls here tonight. So they did call a flagrant foul. I wonder if they called it on that guy smacking the ball out of bounds. I saw it. I just didn't think they would call it this late in the game with the Chargers up 17. Edmond now with 23. Jaguars had 24 in that first half. Here in the second half, they've scored 31 so far. Similar situation in that home opener. In that first half against Irvine Valley, they scored 32, ended up with 72. So they scored 40 in the second half last week. And I'd say they're at, 32? 8 points in the next 3 minutes. Not that that's a big deal at this point, but what I'm trying to get to is the offense has been stronger in the second half than the first half in back-to-back games for the Jaguars. Jones and Gamboa will check in, replacing Luze and Oakwee. Jaguars down 15. They got it down to 10 and haven't gotten down to single digits since, or under single digits. De La Mora, and he's fouled on the drive. De La Mora will head to line to shoot two. It's a great time to get other guys some work, some live game action. Alfredo De La Mora was on the squad last year. He returns as a sophomore this year. Was a freshman guard. Got some minutes. Alfredo De La Mora out of San Isidro makes his first attempt. De La Mora gets a shooter's roll. Jaguar is going to supply some full court pressure. Rivera breaks it easily. Now under 3 minutes remaining. Oh, the hesitation. Rivera to the cup. He'll head to line to complete the three-point play. You can see right here, just hesitates, slows up, and burns by Edmond. And Ty Jones late to the ball. Nice finish by Rivera. Michael Wright and Jack Rivera, the two returners for the Cypress Chargers. Michael Wright has been dominant here today. Had 10 in the first half and added another 10 in the second half, leading all Charger scores with 20. Rivera had 6 in the first half, has 6 in the second half. Give him one more for 13. Chargers up 16, under 3 minutes remaining. Gamboa dribble drive. Gamboa's fouled on the way up. This last 2 minutes and 47 seconds can last an eternity. I mean, like looking over at 11th year head coach Andrew Al Hadif. It's like, boys, we're up 16 right now. There's 2:47 remaining. Don't foul anymore. No need to foul. At this point, we just give up easy buckets. We're giving free points away. Adam Chemsey checks in, replacing Derek Edmond. Edmond, another fine performance. I think I had him at 24 on the night. He had 30 last week, so Derek Edmond definitely going to be their primetime go-to player. And I don't see the Chargers rushing it either, but Southwestern will need to pick up the ball. And Dean throws it away to Zava here. A little miscommunication from the guards. Like to see Bellamy going a little bit. Gamboa will take the three. Gamboa, nothing but net. Christian Gamboa, his second three on the night. Cuts the deficit to a dozen. Michael Wright, the strong move down low. Michael Wright with 22. And the Chargers will call a timeout. Up 14. I don't know why they would call a timeout up 14. Maybe a change of players, realizing that this game might be out of hand now and they want to get some fresh faces on the floor. It's been all Jaguars here tonight. Or, I'm sorry, it's been all Chargers here tonight against the Jaguars. They're up by 14 in the second half. Heading into the second half, Jaguars brought it all the way down to 10, and it's been a long game ever since for the Jaguars. Can you hear me now? Green means go. All right. If Pablo says so, green means go. We're going to go. Let's go. Jaguars down 14. 2:17 remaining. Gamboa, guarded by Wright. Gamboa cut off by Wright. Nice on-ball defense once again. Down low, Jones. Jones gets pushed away from the basket. Turnaround jumper too strong. Chemsey has been so strong on the glass. Bellamy's shot, no good. Great energy from Adam Chemsey out of Eastlake. Michael Wright has been strong here today. Difficult to defend. Wright now leads all scorers with 24. Actually, he's tied with Derek Edmond with 24. Leads all Chargers scorers with 24. I think that's what that last timeout was. Chargers coaching staff is just like, exactly what I was saying before that timeout. I think now Tyrone Shelley is going to call a timeout to get some fresh faces on.
Correction, a 60-second timeout.
Back with you on the campus of Southwestern College. It's been all Cypress here tonight. The Chargers with a 13-point lead, 78-65 with 1:16 remaining. Chargers led by as much as 21 this game. Jaguars got it down within to 10. And I think Coach Shelley's going to need a long, hot shower after this one. Just release. I know he's been questioning a lot of calls, but a lot of it is warranted. It's just doesn't seem like a lot is going in the favor of Southwestern. And when you're the home team, you expect it to. But I think, actually, to be honest, I think Shelley has done a really good job composing himself today, because there's been a lot of frustrating plays, turnovers, just careless offense, silly defensive plays. I think, Coach Shelley's really holding it together well here tonight. Edmond back in the game. Surprised to see that. He has 27. Edmond has, 4 threes now? Mo Hernandez sends the lead back to 14. Henson, pump fakes. Henson, that's just not his shot. That is just not his shot. Gamboa gets called on the block. Lincoln Dean has 6 points on the night. Give him 7. Out of Cabrillo High School, Long Beach, California. Chargers have a lot of new faces in their program this year. What a great way to start this season. Michael Wright and Jack Rivera, really their only returners. Michael Wright started 31 of 33 games last year. Rivera started 2 of the 31 games last year. Gets to start here tonight. And then there was 3 new faces, 3 freshmen, or 2 freshmen and another sophomore. Zach Moritz, who was also on the squad last year, I believe. And then Aman Savahir, who supplied 13 points in that first half. And Mo Hernandez, another freshman. Shot clock is off. And that ball bounced off the baseline. Jaguars still not giving up with 26.2 seconds remaining. Gamboa guarded by Wright. Gamboa loses the dribble. Gets it to Bellamy. Bellamy for 3. Loose ball scooped up by Zavahir. Zavahir gets tripped up and gets called for the travel. .9 seconds remaining. Jaguars will take the ball out from under their basket. Henson. Henson, his second field goal. He has 4 on the night. What are we doing, guys? Christian Gamboa fouls out. That will end his night. He had 5 in the first half, 5 in the second half. His night will end with 10 points. Zava here didn't need to do much scoring here in the second half. And that will end game number 2 for the Jaguars. They fall short once again at home, this time to the Cypress Chargers, as they win their season opener 85-72. Cypress Chargers improve to 1-0 on the season. Southwestern drops to 0-2. And the Jaguars will get another home game, looking to respond on Thursday. And Chargers start their season on a high note, winning tonight once again. 85-72 for my partner, Pablo Espinal. I'm Bo Furtick signing off. Good night, everyone. We'll see you Saturday as the football team takes on Chafee. Kickoff at 2 p.m. Good night.